new hand touches the Sun card. Hello friends, my name is Morgan M. Steele, I'm an author, and today we're going to be doing something a little different for my channel. I don't talk about it a lot, but I am a witch, and I do tarot readings and stuff like that. I've been reading tarot for almost 2 years now, so I'm not like by any means a professional. It's just something I do for fun. But one of the side effects of that is I collect tarot decks. So when I saw this beautiful Skyrim Tarot Deck on Amazon, I obviously had to jump at the opportunity. I'm a big Skyrim girl. I got into it when I was like 15 or something. Ooh. I got the, I believe, Legendary Edition at GameStop for like 30 bucks with all the DLC on it. I have Anniversary Edition now. I have it on my Switch. I have it on PlayStation. As soon as I get my gaming computer, I will be getting it on that as well so I can mod the shit out of it. But yeah, I love Skyrim. I love tarot, so this really was a no-brainer for me. So I would like to talk about it in case you were thinking about buying this deck for yourself, so you know what you're getting into. So, for those of you who are new to tarot and maybe like don't know anything about how the system works, I will do a brief overview. So, the tarot deck contains 78 cards. There are, I believe, 22 major arcana cards. These are the big ones you probably know, like the Lovers, the World. Oh, this deck has a different card. This deck has the Unknown card. Justice, like the cards that you see in pop culture from time to time. The Devil, the Sun, the Moon. All of those are major arcana. They represent like a big exclamation point moment in your life, like a betrayal or like your soulmate or like something like that, like something really, really big. And then the rest of the cards in the deck are the minor arcana, which are composed of 4 suits. So in the traditional tarot, it is cups, swords, pentacles, and wands. The cups represent water, the swords represent air, the pentacles represent earth, and then the wands represent fire. So they are the 4 elements, and they have, it's like a card suit, like in a normal deck of cards where you have like the king, the queen, the jack, whatever, except in this one it is the king, the queen, the knight, and the page are the main cards, and then you also have like an ace, which serves as the 1, and then you have 2 through 9 as well. So like this one is the 10 of swords. This is what it looks like. This is my main tarot deck. This is the one that I use the most. This is my first tarot deck. It's called Crystal Visions. I got it on Amazon as well. And I love it. I love the art. I love all of it. So here's another one. Here's the King of Cups. Very pretty. 7 of Cups. These are all minor arcana cards. So that's, you know, that's how the tarot system works. That's what we're getting into. And then typically a tarot deck will have the back be something that is completely reversible. So if I draw it like this or like this, seeing the back of it, I'm not going to know if it's right side up or upside down because the cards mean slightly different things if you draw it upright, which is like facing the right way, or if you draw it reversed, which is upside down in a spread. It means a slightly different thing. So it's important to know when you're doing like, when you're spreading them out on the table and like drawing your cards, it's important to not be able to tell if they're upright or reversed because that kind of ruins some of the reading. Anywho, general overview. This is what the box looks like. This is the art. Shiny, shiny letters. It's got, you know, Tarot Deck and Guidebook, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and then on the bottom it says Insight Edition. So we've got that. We've got a little preview of what the art looks like on the inside. And notice how they didn't really put very many of the minor arcana on there. I didn't see that until now, but we will get there. Comes with like a lid box. It's got like a nice little pattern in there. And then the guidebook is on top, so most decks will come with a guidebook. Pretty much every deck comes with a guidebook. And it's just this little book that like walks you through, this one walks you through the art as well. So like there's the High Priestess card, the Lovers, like it shows you what all of that art looks like. Meridia is the Sun card. But yeah, so it walks you through all the art and then it also walks you through what they mean. So this is the guidebook. And then it also, like, I really like this box. It has this ribbon in it so you can pull the cards out real nice. Like, that is so nice. Here are the cards. That's what the back looks like. And this is what I was talking about. It should be reversible. It's not. So, like, this is upright. Very obviously, the dragon is upright. When it's reversed, you can tell that it's upside down, and that is not good. They should have just done, like, a custom graphic. It should have been the dragon head on both sides. Instead of the head and the tail, it should have been the dragon head. But yeah, that's what the back of them look like. I like all the, like, ooh, fancy, fancy lines. And then this is what the other cards look like. I like the color scheme. I like the color palette that they're using, the kind of muted tones. I like the style of line art that they've done. So this is Cicero as the Fool. Perfect choice for him. Very perfect. Oh, some of the divines are in here. So this is, I think, Julianos, who is like the divine of religion, question mark, because this is the Hierophant card. Arvak as the Chariot. Parthenax as the Hermit. Like, very cool, very cool. The major arcana are really nice. Azura as the Star. And Nocturnal as the Moon. Very cool. And Meridia as the Sun. A new hand touches the Sun card. So yeah, that's what those look like. I really like the major arcana. I think they're done really well. I think that is probably the best part of this deck. This is where things get a little messy. So like I said, in the traditional tarot deck, the 4 suits represent the 4 elements, and they are traditionally cups, swords, wands, and pentacles. In this deck, instead, we have 4 new suits. We have spells, standing in for wands, which are fire. We have voice, standing in for cups, which is water. We have arms, standing in for swords, which is air. And then we have lockpicks, standing in for pentacles, which is earth. And so each of the suits is themed to like a different guild. So the spells is obviously the College of Winterhold. We have some of the sorcerers there. And then the rest of the minor arcana for all 4 suits are like this. They're just symbols on the rest of the cards, and you have to like count them or be really good at Roman numerals. And it just really, I'm really disappointed, to be honest with you. There are more than enough spellcasters in this game that they could have filled up the other 10 cards. Like, I really, like, what about Mercurio and the other wizards? What about Jizargo? He could have been like, I don't know, the 4 of wands. Spells, I mean. I just, like, there are so many spellcasters and court wizards. It just doesn't make sense to me that they would all be symbols. So there's that. And then we have the lockpicks suit, which again, like, the main 4 are people. We've got members of the Thieves Guild, and then Brynjolf made the cut as well. I love him. But the rest of the cards, again, are just symbols. Thieves Guild symbols and lockpicks thrown in there to make, and it just, like, it's so disappointing to me. Like, I'm just really, like, genuinely, like, so disappointed. Like, because my other deck, my main deck, it has art for every single card. Like, every single one has different, unique art. Even if it's minor arcana, like, it doesn't matter. Like, they are all, like, different and unique, and for them to just kind of cheap out on this deck, I'm really disappointed. Arms is the companions, and they represent air, which also really doesn't make sense to me. I think, like, the companions are werewolves. Sorry, spoilers for a 13-year-old game, but they're werewolves. Like, it should be the earth suit. Like, I don't understand why they are the air suit. But Farkas made it. Vilkas didn't. Sorry, Vilkas girlies. Farkas made it. Ayala is in there. And Kodlak, obviously. But, yeah, and then, again, the rest of them are battle axes and swords. Just the whole rest of the suit. And I'm very sad about it. And then, finally, we have the voice, which, again, represents water. And it's supposed to be air. Like, it's literally wind that is coming from your mouth. So we have 2 of the Greybeards, right, as 2 of these cards. And then Jürgen Windcaller and Kine, I think is her name. So those are those cards. They're cool. Like, they look beautiful. I love this color palette, right? But it just, like, I don't know. I'm really disappointed. So I think, quite honestly, right, what it should have been is they should have done blood as cups. Blood is a liquid. There's so many vampires in the game, and I thought at first, I was like, oh, maybe they don't want to do DLC characters, but then I saw Arvak in there, and he is from the Dawnguard DLC. He is in the Soul Cairn when you go down there. And so I was like, oh, okay, so I guess they are doing DLC. So then why would you not have blood as the water suit? Do voice as the wind suit, because it should be. And then, instead of lockpicks as the earth suit, maybe instead do, pentacles. Like, pentacles are coins in the other decks that I have. Like, they represent coins and, like, money. So it could have been, like, septums. It could have been septums, and you could have gotten the Thieves Guild in there because they steal septums. But you could have also had shopkeepers. What about Bellathor? Why doesn't Bellathor get a card?
Everything's for sale, my friend.
Like, it really... And I know that they would have to reach for a lot of them to mean the right things, like... But that's kind of the whole point of a tarot deck, is you have to be creative. Like, if you're doing one like this where it's, like, themed to, like, a pop culture thing, you have to be creative and, like, make it fit. And I feel like it's an open world game. I feel like there's enough that they could put in there that would make it fit. Blood instead of cups. And then with that, you could also include the Dark Brotherhood, because aside from Cicero, there really isn't representation of them in there. But if you have the suit of blood, right, you could put them in there with the vampires. That could be a whole thing. Then you replace the lockpicks with septums, and still include the Thieves Guild, but have, like, it be different. What do we have left? That's water, earth. Fire can stay spells. Spells is perfect for the fire suit. Just, like, put more sorcerers in there, right? And then air would be voice. That makes so much sense to me. I don't know why they didn't... It just, like, it feels like they really didn't use their brains for this deck. And I know this is Bethesda we're talking about, so they could, like, release a patch in 6 months and be like, Skyrim Tarot Deck Legendary Edition, and it'd be fine, right? And they just patch in the artwork that's supposed to be there, but it really, like, as I didn't spend that much on it. It was only like $25, which is really good for a tarot deck. But if I had known before I had purchased it what I was getting myself into, I really don't think I would have bought it. I love having it, and I love Skyrim, right? I love Skyrim so much. That's the whole point of this video. But it's really disappointing. It's so disappointing. What? Three of voice. Why is it so boring? I'm so sad. But yeah, that's those are my thoughts on the Skyrim Tarot deck. Do you read tarot? Do you like tarot cards? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have any other fun decks? I've seen, like, a Hocus Pocus one floating around that I will probably own. There's also, like, an Avatar The Last Airbender one I've really had my eye on, so I could do reviews of those in the future if you would like me to. But yeah, these are my thoughts on these Skyrim tarot cards. That's gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up down below. Let me know what you want to see next, and as always, take your meds, drink your water, and I'll see you next week.